Hello and welcome to the program. I'm Joke Rogers. We begin in South Africa, where former Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa has been elected as the new president after embattled leader Jacob Zuma resigned. He was the only candidate nominated in parliament, so no vote was needed to make him president. MPs from the ruling African National Congress broke into songs upon the announcement of his election. In a speech to Parliament, 65-year-old Ramaphosa said the issues of corruption and how to deal with state capture are on the ANC's radar. Mr. Ramaphosa was chairman of the committee which prepared for Nelson Mandela's release from prison in 1990. He had hoped to succeed Mandela as president, but Thabo Mbeki was chosen instead. Well, let's take a look at the political and personal life of South Africa's fifth president. Cyril Ramaphosa was elected Secretary General of the ANC in 1991. The retired policeman turned politician is respected as a skillful negotiator and strategist who acted as the ANC's chief negotiator during South Africa's transition to democracy.
Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, the fifth president of South Africa, was born on November 17, 1952. Previously an anti-apartheid activist, trade union leader and businessman, he also served as the deputy president of South Africa since 2014. President Ramaphosa was elected as the head of the African National Congress at the ANC's National Conference in Nasrec, south of Johannesburg, in December 2017. He is respected as a skillful negotiator and strategist who acted as the ANC's chief negotiator during South Africa's transition to democracy. Ramaphosa built up the biggest and most powerful trade union in South Africa, the National Union of Mine Workers. He played a crucial role with Royal Mayor of the National Party during the negotiations to bring about a peaceful end to apartheid and steer the country towards its first fully democratic elections in April 1994. Today, Cyril Ramaphosa is not only the president, he is also well known as a prominent businessman and has an estimated net worth of over $450 million with 31 properties. He has previously held notable ownership in companies such as McDonald's South Africa, chairperson of the board of MTN, and member of the board of Lonmin. He is a member of the Venda tribe.
Well, for the first time in 9 years, South Africans woke up as a nation without Jacob Zuma as president. It's been a mixed bag of feelings, but many are relieved and hopeful for a better country without the 75-year-old who has been plagued with several corruption allegations.
It was a hard time for him to resign. We were waiting for that as South Africans. He was putting this country not in a good state. So at least the country cannot be held ransom because of one man. So it is a good thing that he resigned. We must have a party, a big party. We must throw a party because he resigned. We wanted to see that.
He was the wrong man for the job. He was self-serving, and he had to put himself first and his family big time.
Zuma did the right thing to resign. Yeah, let's see what Ramaphosa is having for us.
I think it's a fantastic day. I think there is victory in the air, and I think it's a victory for South Africa. The man's time was long overdue, and I'm ecstatic for him leaving. Yeah.
Well, Channels TV's South Africa Bureau Chief Betty Dibia joins us on the program. Betty, many of us can only imagine what's going on the streets of South Africa. We heard some people talking there. Cyril Ramaphosa becomes the country's new president. But give us a sense of, what the mood is like in parts of South Africa. I can hear them telling me that Betty is not quite ready. We'll get to her to get the views of South African. Oh, okay, Betty is here. Betty, if you can hear me, what's the mood of South Africans right now?
You heard the people listen in a few seconds ago. There are mixed feelings. People are happy. People are cautiously hopeful that things will get a bit better in terms of governance. they say they could do without all the scandals and all the money being talked about, money in a few people's pockets, and they want renewed hope that things will get better. Service delivery, as they keep saying, that's the delivery of social amenities for them, education and the like. So people are happy. The consumer is not there, but there's still those who think it's same of the same, as they say here, that he's been part of the government, he's been part of the party, where we've heard a lot of things that people could do without in terms of governance, a trueness to the people in giving people a much better life.